Greetings, sir and sirettes, and welcome back to Robocraft, and gaze at the beauty in front of you that isn't really that beautiful, but nonetheless is impressive in my book. Yes, welcome back to Fl'ank. Fl'ank has been altered very little, actually, now I'm coming to think of it, but he's been upgraded extremely. You may see the touches of yellow and really big thrusters. That's just the start of it. I really do love the big thrusters, which are tier 7. Finally unlocked tier 7. Everything, in fact, I've got everything I want to. Oh. As soon as I say that, I notice I haven't been unlocking wheels. That's because I never upgrade the wheels. Let's do that right now then. Oh, isn't this beautiful? Just upgrading things. Yes, so let's just quickly run through the changes. I want this to be more of a fighting match. It might be a bit shorter than most episodes because I really don't have much time this week to record. But let's try and aim for 20 minutes of killing, shall we? So what's been changed? As you can see, the major parts, all the connecting blocks, have become yellow, which is indeed, I think, tier 7. Yes, tier 7 armour, which makes the whole thing a lot more sturdy. Also, there's no pink blocks whatsoever to be found, inside or outside of the Fl'ank. Tier 7 thrusters have been added, along with finally remembering to add a radar, in a very odd place, because I couldn't fit it anywhere else. There is a... I think it's hidden underneath the shields, but there is indeed a radar jammer. And after the last little cock-up, yes, I am aware I misspoke, we wanted tier 6 tech tokens for the tier 7 plasmas. I kept on reading it wrong, so as soon as I realised that after editing, I quickly ran around buying tier 7. All of these plasmas are tier 7 with the exception of the centremost, which is indeed tier 8, which is an absolute beast. Which I want one more of today. I don't really want to go into tier 8, as you can see from the bottom right. I'm very close, but I do want another plasma. I'm thinking about sacrificing a couple of these thrusters, in fact, because, quite frankly, I don't need them for how powerful these ones are in the centre. So these tier 6s will most likely not be here very shortly in preparation for adding a new tier 8 one of these. I'm kind of fighting it inside of myself. So I'm either going to have a new tier 8 plasma, or go way heavier on the yellow armour, which has been serving me very well. So that's a bit of a confusion, a bit of a confuzzlement. I'm not sure which I'm going to go with right now, but let's have a few games and find out. Do I get shot down too easily, or do I do not enough damage? We'll find out. Back in a second with our first match. Please, no snow. Ah, sadly the Robocraft gods were not listening indeed. We are on an icy map, and one of those maps I just don't know what to do as a flyer. I think I really do need to practice more about hiding and actually knowing where to go. Excuse me, sir, can you stop firing so much? It's really irritating. You're a flying car. I approve of this. Okay, let's stop being distracted. Let's try and find an enemy to shoot at. I know indeed I said that and I went back on myself. That's just because I realised I'm pretty out in the open where I was. I mean, I still am now, but at least I can duck. That interceptor needs to go and kill an enemy flyer rather than irritating me. There's a flyer over there. I think it's probably a bomber by the size of it. Generally, a big undercarriage indicates... Oh dear God, enemies everywhere. That's actually what it indicates. Enemies everywhere. It generally indicates a plasma bomber rather than an interceptor, because having SMGs on your bottom doesn't really do much. Okay, ooh, didn't even see him. Oh, you're a walker. I thought he was a downed flyer. Excellent, a nice kill. Once again showing that tier 7 plasmas have a... Oh, what happened to my shots there? I wasn't paying attention. Let's try and get the hover. Nope, the hover will not be attacked, apparently. Let's see if we can try again. And boom! And we hit underneath him and took a hit back. It really did serve us right for getting so close. Ah, that's better. Did some damage, but the flyer above this one's just dead. A lot of plasmas coming from all directions. Let's see. No, we can't. Oof. Let's try and go for the non-hoverific fellow, shall we? Like this fellow. That was a nice bit of damage. Where is that plasma? Oh, there he is. Hello. That is not going to hit me. Getting very close, though. Ah, if I left it a little bit longer, I could have shot with all my weapons. Let's duck. Excellent. Let's twist around a bit. I'm no good at dogfights, have you noticed? So I think I just need practice in general with flyers. I'm not very well versed in them, so... Well, hit him a little bit. Most of my shots went a little bit off, but did a bit of damage. Again, we keep on clipping him. I really need to get a good shot off. There we are. Destroyed his leg so he can't move around so much anymore. His leg instantly got repaired. And got knocked off again. I feel like I'm bullying a fly. So yeah, I feel like I'm bullying a fly as a fly. And that hover's getting right on my nerves. I should really be punished for staying in one spot for so long, but them having no SMGs makes their anti-air a bit weak, particularly when there's only a medic left. And of course it's a medic hover, so hitting him is going to take a while. Oh, shouldn't be so low. He's going to get a nice easy shot off on me if I'm not careful. Let's see if I do this. There we go, directly on his head, a lot of damage done. It seems to have slowed him down significantly. Oh, I can't do damage to that. That medic has the dodging ability of a god. Or I simply can't aim. Excellent. Taking down that plasma finally. Probably not so much taking down as weakening significantly. Oh, is he crashed? No, he hasn't, sadly. But I did hit him for quite a bit, and of course the medic can't heal himself. So if we focus on the medic... Excellent. We're bullying them both at once. Come on, Fl'ank, do your... Yes, the medic is dead. Only the plasma remains. Can we finally pick him off and secure victory for our wounded team? It's only me and some other fellow, which I don't know where he is. How is that fellow there doing? I can't see his name. Is his name Yoshi? Oh, now I feel really bad. I feel like Mario. Letting him go into some cliff to get an extra jump. I meant to say cleft, but cliff works as well, I suppose. Yeah, he did hit me. But only one plasma left, and the Fl'ank is very well armoured. It didn't really matter too much. See, I'm not sure what to upgrade. I feel like at the moment I've kind of got the best of everything. I'm generally quite pleased with the design. I'm not sure what to upgrade next. Any thoughts or suggestions would be welcome. Oh, this is infuriating. I need to find the other fellow as well afterwards. He's even capped a little bit. If he goes into the wall, it'll make it a lot easier on me. I kind of wish I saved my shot. Is he literally a hoverblade? That is curious. And starting to wish that Plasma's had a bigger explosion radius. Yes, you did indeed spot me. I love how he actually has quite a lot of control. Thank the Lord, an SMG has finally arrived. Where have you been this entire match? I could just go and cap. You know, as much as I want this kill, I think capping at this stage would be better than me running around. Plus the SMG should be able to hit him. How on earth is the SMG not able to hit him? Just be careful, because there is still one enemy left, other than him, so... Well, he just died. I think I just heard him. I heard a alignment rectifier. Okay, let's go down and gently crash into this face first. There we go. I thought I was going to overshoot then. Very odd match. Not sure who was insulting us, but someone was. Oh, it's that fellow over there who keeps doing the weird jump. Okay, well this is pretty much secured victory. I think I'll edit this out if nothing interesting happens and we just win. And welcome back, and whoops-a-daisy, I just skipped the victory screen by pressing my button which records. Oh dear. Well, as you can see, we won, and I forgot to mention at the start, I do like to mention I've done this, I do actually have premium currently, because last night I ran a few games with 3 of my friends. Now, the reason you never see them on here is because a lot of them don't want their name on YouTube. So, yeah, when I say friends, trust me, it's people who I know generally in real life, and I still am not accepting friend requests. I hate to be rude like this, but until I do a live stream, which should be next week, no, probably not next week, but I'll get my computer set up next week. So in the coming weeks, I really can't accept friend requests. So I just like, pardon me, to point out when I have things like premium, because I'm not a huge fan of premium. I wish you could disable it somehow. Maybe you can, maybe I'm being derpy, but once you've bought it, you've bought it. So yeah, let's continue the fight into our next match. Actually, what we could do is quickly grab one of these beauties, a tier 8 plasma, and we can have that as one of our fronts. Could we replace this one? I think we can, because it's the same size. Oh, that gets us into tier 9. Ooh, that is so not nice. How about if I cull these? Well, that is a predicament indeed. I could lower the amount of plasmas I have, but that I don't think is worth it. So that kind of forces our hand. I do believe then we'll be going into heavier armor. I really don't want to be a tier 9 robot, sorry, tier 8 robot. I want this to be my permanent tier 7. As I've said before, I want one robot in every tier which I enjoy to play. Sometimes they're a bit more generic, sometimes they're a bit more weird, like the Midge. But I want one in each. So regardless, let's play another game and hopefully aim a little bit better. We need some practice aiming, so back in a second. Welcome back to the Martian landscape. Let's see if we can shoot a little bit better than last time. Embarrass myself a little bit less. Oh dear God, that last robot was horrendous. So let's hope there's less of that. Also, let's hope there's less of those little robots which are just 2 blocks, a pair of rudders, and a very, very powerful plasma. They're getting more and more common in tier 7. It's getting a little bit out of hand, I've found. Not so much a complaint, more so a weird thing. Ooh, is he hacking? No, okay. Just there's also a railgun hacker in a game I didn't put in the video. Now, do I want to suicide instead of him? I really do want to get into a fight, but right now it feels like if I go out forward, I'm going to be hit by everything. Aha! No. I can never hit flyers, man. I'm cursed to never hit flyers. Kind of surprised that SMGs haven't took a few shots off at this fellow. Let's see if we can, though. Let's see if we can do it, then. Oh, no. If I get hit now, it's completely my fault, and I deserve it completely. However, yes! Goodbye, your back half. Will he turn around to try and return fire? No, he's really set on killing someone. Oh, I see why as well. There's just medics. They can't fire back up. Can't blame him at all. However, goodbye to his wings. There he goes. Falling, falling, falling into my plasma. Darn, I was hoping that'd be a killing shot. Is he floating? Ooh, has he got helium or something? Or he's just got very strong thrusters? One of the two. Regardless, we keep on hitting him. He keeps slowing down, and now he's stuck. And so we get a kill. Okay. Ooh, Rail Walker, hello. That wasn't very nice. I didn't even notice you properly. There we go, took out one of his legs. He only had 2 left anyway, so that should keep him pretty still. 2 kills, okay. Let's see if my ramble can actually be a bit more constructive this time. Medic Walker, okay. Him I can probably kill since he can't actually hit me back. However, there is a rail somewhere. There he is. You're a plasma, where's the rail? Ah, it's the rail, okay. I'm not sure who's firing at it. Could be firing at me, but it seems a little bit wide. You don't normally see rails go that far off if they're aiming at someone. Oh dear, what the hell hit me? I think that may have been a rail. There was another one after me. Yep, wow. What tier of rail are they? They're huge. Quite a nice design, actually. I quite like that robot. See, I can be a gracious loser from time to time. Oh, that one looks like a little beetle. That's so cute. Okay, back in a second with another game. Actually, let's have a look how much we got. Remember, we are premium for the next 7 or so hours, and then I'll probably won't be premium for quite a long time. So let's see. 7k, not too bad. Could have done a lot better. Really need a win soon, like actual winning game. So back in a second for another quick match. I don't know. I feel like I'm getting better over time, but I certainly need a lot more games. So back in a second. Welcome back to not a game. I'm afraid the servers have gone down, hence why I've had to turn off chat. People are going a little bit mental. Every time you queue up, you will be in the queue for a very long time, despite there apparently being 100 servers. I got a little message as well from the dev team. The servers are currently undergoing maintenance, so indeed we can't play another game yet. So I'm going to just do a bit of tinkering around, and then I think I'll call it a day. So after that last match, I came to the conclusion that I think I know what I want to do with my robot, and that's this. Fl'ank. Get rid of a lot of the tier 7 thrusters. I simply don't need them, and the speed difference is negligible with tier 7s and tier 6s. So I'm going to start replacing the tier 7s with tier 6, which will free up a lot of ranking. So I can either have more armor, which brings me back to the last match. That railgun killing me so easily really brought home the simple issue of people will always bring really high tier weapons to lower tiers. It's always going to happen. I'm guilty of it as well. Look at Midge. She's got a it's got a tier 6 healing weapon in tier 3. So it's always going to happen. So how can I possibly combat this? Easily. By buying higher tier armor. I could start protecting the very, very vulnerable areas, like the very, very spine and my cockpit, with tier 8 armor. That would be a huge boon to me. And, of course, to stay in the lower tiers, I will have to replace some of my thrusters. I haven't got enough tier 6s right now, but the tier 5s have the same size, so I'm just going to practice how it will look. And I think it'll actually go alright. So that's what my plan of action probably will be. Start to convert. So let's just buy a couple of reds. I mean, eventually I'm going to need them, so let's buy 10. My god, that's expensive. So I have 10 red blocks to use. And the spine is... it's over there, or it's here. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oops, I accidentally got rid of one of those. Let's put that back. And let's see how expensive this is in terms of ranking. Oh, wow, that is actually very, very expensive. But I should be able to afford the center and the edges, which will do quite a bit to help me out, actually. So let's do that. As soon as it hits red, there we are. And then back to yellow. So that, I think, will be the plan. Armouring up even further, so that the particularly vulnerable areas, or not so much vulnerable, very important areas, can become heavily, heavily armoured. Try and negate some of the effects, because I've always said, and I've always wanted, this robot not to be particularly agile. I don't really care too much about speed. I want it to be a bit of a tank, hence the name, Flying Tank. Fl'ank. So that seems to be a plan. What do you guys think? Or do you think I should go back to having yellow and upgrading some of the... Because here's a choice, really. The choices are, because I'm definitely going to lower the thrusters. I'm not going to stay with pure tier 7s. I'm going to have some tier 7s, just not completely all of them. I'm either going to almost completely yellow out the robot, or have red as far as I can. It seems like I can have quite a bit. I can still change most of the yellow into red without too much of a concern, because remember, I still have two tier 7s left to change. Or I could possibly squeeze in a couple more tier 8 rockets, plasmas, which would be very, very nice. I'm not sure just yet, but let's put another red here, just underneath where my seat is, so I'm protecting the area. Okay. So all I can afford for now. How expensive are they? Is it just under 4k, or is it just over 3k? Just, okay, almost perfectly in the middle. That's very, very expensive, but also very, very nice. And of course, those yellows for now I can start putting the blue blocks into them, which is very, very nice indeed. In fact, I could do that now. Let's do some of the cockpit pieces as yellow. So one, oop, can't get there. I have to go round to do that, that's fine. Whee! And fill her in. Do these as well, why not? So that way I can be a little bit more protected from those one-shot horrible rails which get... See, I'm not complaining, because that took a lot of skill, because it hit perfectly in my cockpit, so there's no real issue there. It's just I'd like to protect from that. As much skill as you've shown to hit me like that, I would rather survive than not, because I'm greedy like that. So there we go. Yeah, I think I'm going to call it here. Sorry for the shortish episode, but I am running out of time and I'm very, very hungry. And I need to do a lot of work. So I'm going to go and get some takeaway, I think. So thank you for watching, Sir and Threads. I hope you've been enjoying the series thus far. I hope you like the change to the flank. Comments and likes below always do mean the world and show me this series is something you're interested in. So yeah, have a nice day, a nice week, nice month, nice year, and I hope to see you next time. Goodbye.